For me, the more inappropriate you are, the funnier it is.
It's interesting how we met, I think.
I hate the woke generation. I fucking hate it.
Get outside now before I bite your fucking ear off!
The reason he's fat is because no one can shame him anymore.
Yeah.
It's a frosted pickle.
I kind of need a piss already, actually. We've only just started recording. You know, you said, how old are you again, Tom?
I'm 51, Liam.
51.
Yep.
I'm 31, so 20 years behind you. But I feel like our bodies might be at the same. Like, I've not looked after mine.
Yeah, diabetes will do that too. We're similar in the same way that you're 50 and barely healthy, and I'm 31 and I just can't stop loving sugar. Oh, delicious.
It's taken its toll on me.
Yes, it has.
Like, you know, the stalls at the gig last night.
Huh?
When Brennan was on stage, I was trying to get on a stool at the back, and I'm glad it was at the very back of the room because I was proper struggling to get up it. I ended up pulling my hamstring. I had to stretch my leg out like that just to recover from getting up on a stool.
And did this give you any motivation to get healthier to the point where you could put your foot on that stool, man?
I mean, I suppose there's not. It's an easy goal to achieve, isn't it?
No, it's not.
I'm not looking to run the London Marathon. I just want to get on a stool without pulling my hamstring.
Yeah, that's hilarious, dude.
I strained my neck carrying a satchel the other day.
Oh man, well, what?
You're both breaking my heart, honestly. This is embarrassing.
Yeah, you're like, there's a certain point I think you get to when like everybody starts off with the wash stomach, 6-pack and all that when you're young.
Oh, well, I don't have that.
And then what you said, Liam, you're the closest thing to it.
Yeah.
Me and him got excuses. None. Yeah. Mine is old age. His is healthy diet. Yours is still there, man. And it's like, but when you say, like, I need to get healthy, there's always that point. I got so many friends that they put on that extra 20 pounds and they think they're going to fucking get rid of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know the effort it takes to take off even a pound, let alone 20?
Oh,
it just isn't happening. The best thing you can do at that point is slow down your fatness. You know what I mean? You can slow
down the build-up.
Yeah.
Rather than
maintain your level now. You can't decrease.
Your gut is like climate change. It's not getting cured.
There's just loads of people online angling for it.
Slow it down, man.
I would argue it's quite easy for me to lose a pound, though, because the quantity I eat, I could easily shit that.
What do you mean?
I could shit a pound.
Yeah, I bet you
I don't know why I'm saying it as a point of personal prize. Yeah, it is. I've just ripped off Peter Kay. Yeah, plagiarism. Great. Garlic bread. Yeah.
I think COVID would help lose weight. I think a lot of people losing weight off of that disease. I
don't know.
Really
I'd get pretty sad if I had COVID, so I'd eat a lot, I think.
No, well, the thing is, it gets rid of your taste and smell, doesn't it? So a lot of people would put off eating because of that. So
Yeah.
I'd start eating tuna and rice, I guess. Yeah, if I can't taste it, I might as well eat the good stuff.
You betcha, man.
Yeah.
Fucking, here's a big turd. Fucking love that turd.
I started going back to the gym. For like I was doing. I seen some fucking
back to the gym.
I mean, I went once. I seen a thing online. It was called like 75 soft, and you just go to the gym every day for like 45 minutes, and it's just an easy way rather than fucking going for 3 months and just fucking being off and on. It was something that you can just maintain forever, essentially. But you make a habit of it.
On paper.
And I did it for like 10 days. I got really poorly, and then I was like, I'm done now. I was like, I'm back to square one, and I've not been since.
What when you got to the here's a good question. When you got to the gym, which exercises did you do?
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
I completed the gym.
every time everyone goes to the gym, I always want to know, like, what, were you a runner or were you like the thing? Because now the gym's got so many different like kettlebells.
I don't know what the fuck.
They're like, you know what kettlebell?
Kettlebells.
Kettlebells.
I know what they are. Yeah,
Yeah, you didn't know what kettlebells were.
kettlebells.
No one does.
Suck a mean pair of kettlebells.
He's thinking of Kegel balls that he puts inside his missus to tighten up her pelvic floor. Goes to the gym and does his Kegel balls.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so did you bench press shit?
Yeah. I did all that. Yeah.
And how much did you bench press? Like,
All of it.
Okay, no, all of it.
Catch him in his lie, Tom.
Fucking, I was like sitting next to the Rock Johnson going, is
Yeah.
that all you got?
Yeah.
Is that it?
You won't catch me out. I've rehearsed this. So don't worry. You won't. I do it all. I come back and I tense to Beth and she's like, I'm not interested. I'm like, can you tell a difference? She's like, no, you've been gone for 16 minutes. Like, what do you want?
Cool, man.
Yeah,
I
she's
went
not
to the
interested.
gym for like a period of my life. It was like maybe like 9 or 10 weeks. I was going like 3 times a week, and I could see a difference for the first time in my life. I saw and felt some definition in the biceps. That was it. Yeah. And I was doing like some weights. I was doing cardio. I was trying to mix it up. I was doing this thing on the treadmills called Couch to 5K. Have you heard of it?
Oh yeah. I did it twice.
Couch to 5K. Oh, like you're on the couch. And now you're gonna run 5K.
Yeah. But at the end of the program,
I'm never gonna do that. Man.
You've got to like work up to it, haven't you?
happen.
I did 2 runs and then I just fucking, it was in lockdown. I was like, I'm done now. Sarah Millican was narrating it and I was like,
oh really?
Fucking, yeah. I couldn't be asked. She was like my personal trainer. I was like, go fuck yourself, Sarah.
Sarah Millican?
Yeah.
What?
She'd got a sponsor deal, didn't she?
Wait
She
a second. Is that an app or something?
Yeah, it's an
Or
app.
did she
Yeah.
call you?
No, she called me up. She was like, Aaron, great work last night. You're looking a little bit fat. Can you, if you don't mind, can you get outside? And she just stayed on the Bluetooth headset. Yeah, it's a little app. You put your earphones in, and she's like, "Okay, we're gonna run for 90 seconds. On your marks, get set,
Yeah,
go."
that's who you want motivating you.
Yeah.
Fucking Sarah Millican. Because there's the picture of health. Bam. Fucking, you know what? When I look at Sarah Millican, I think this girl is healthy. She's in Liam's category over here.
She's on next week.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's my aim. I want to be the Couch to 5K police.
Yeah.
That's why I started doing it.
Yeah.
No, I'll get a
Couch
whole-
to 5K sponsored by Spread Negativity Podcast. Just you going, go on, lad.
Mine's 5K to couch. I'll get your back.
5K to couch I can do.
Yeah.
I can
Easy.
totally do the 5K. Well, now we're just going to sit down and relax for the rest of my life. Sure.
Well, I kind of did that. I got to the 5K. I was running.
Did you do 5K?
I was on a treadmill. It doesn't count. I was running for 20 minutes straight without a break because it like builds you up in intervals. So you'll run for a minute, brisk walk for a minute, run for a minute, and then it just builds up to like 20 minutes non-stop running. And I got there, but obviously I carry a lot of weight and it was not good for my knees, and I've permanently fucked up my right knee from trying to be healthier.
So you hear that, kids? Don't exercise or your knees are going to be fucked.
Yeah, protest, fuck it.
Yeah.
It is quite funny that the only thing that you can do to better yourself is ruining yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's as if society's gone, you're fat. Don't worry about it. You got yourself there and that's it. That's you forever now.
The reason he's fat is because no one can shame him anymore.
Yeah.
Everyone defend me in the comment section. Yeah. They're shaming me.
You used to be able to help people by shaming them, but now,
that's it.
now you just gotta sit there and watch them fucking lose their knee ability.
Yeah, that's in the 90s. Tom wasn't calling it
Fund my
fat
new
shaming. He was calling it positive affirmation.
Helping you fat piece of shit.
That's how everything's changed. That's how.
Yeah. Now you have to pay for my new knee with your taxes.
Yeah. Yeah, and you'll get to wait 2 years for it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll have to wait for it.
You know.
Fabulous, man. I'm glad you at least put in the effort.
I tried.
Yeah, I'm glad you put in the effort.
And I
man.
failed. I do find though when you try and make these positive, everyone goes on health kicks from time to time.
Yeah.
I am actually in the middle of one trying to eat better, but I find that like I it's easy at first, and then all it takes is one slip into your old habits, and then you're just like, Oh yeah, the reason why I've been doing this for so long is because I actually like it.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep
That was
being
my
this
problem.
way.
Plus, it's easier to be fat. Like it is. Like, don't deny it.
It is.
If it wasn't, you know, if like for some reason I have this idea that I remember reading it or I dreamt it or whatever the fuck it was back in the Roman times. And all that shit, the fatter you were, the more hot you were, because it said you had money and food.
Yeah, Henry VIII.
Do you know what? Yeah.
I mean, you also
and
killed
what
your wife.
happened in those days?
I actually
You know,
saw
you
that in a
see
museum.
back in the Rome, you see fucking skinny gal with big tits. You'd be,
Get some money, you poor
get
bitch.
some money, you poor bitch. Fucking Christ, give her a hot dog. I don't even know if there were hot
No, I don't
dogs.
think there was.
I was in York at the weekend and I was in a museum and there was a bit about that. And it also said, I didn't know this, that like a similar thing like sugar. If you had sugar, you were wealthy.
Yeah.
And because they didn't brush their teeth, like black teeth was like tooth decay, it was a sign of wealth. And people would artificially blacken their teeth.
They'd have loved Brimington.
How mad's that? They'd artificially blacken their teeth to appear wealthy.
Man, it just show you fashion changes. Fashion is I can't wait till we get back to black teeth and fucking fat pigs. And I get to look at them and go, man, I want to fucking hang out the back of that.
It's a cycle, isn't it?
Oh, fucking hell, man.
Imagine you just saved up to afford your veneers and then the fashion moves on and it's like, oh yeah, we're all back to fucking eating charcoal. You know what I mean?
Well, I've lost
How
4
furious
teeth
would you be?
already. So, oh, sorry.
I
I lost 4 teeth already.
That's
so
just today.
I'm on the way to getting pretty good looking. Thank you, drugs and alcohol.
I was going
You
to say,
think
how
Tom
did
looks
you
good
lose
for his
your
age now? Wait till you see him in 5 years.
By not caringly.
Oh, okay. Well, that's one thing I do look after my teeth. I've never had a filling. I've got all my teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom lost all his teeth because he tried to brush them and then he really hurt his knee.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm done now. I'm done. It's so much easier to just not do it, you know?
I don't think they cared back. Like most of your, okay, I don't know how we keep moving on from topic to topic, but with the teeth thing, man, like when you were younger, it's funny because when you're younger and they go, hey, you got a cavity, now you can either spend whatever, because they didn't have that in Canada. Like Canada, they didn't have the NHS where you get your teeth done for free, I believe. Really? Is that right?
It's like I think when you're younger you do, and then it's a small
Yeah, you've got to
price,
pay
but-
like a...
Yeah,
We have the NHS, but you pay a bit of a
increment,
premium
yeah.
and stuff, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, the first one they went, we can either give you a filling that'll cost you $1,200, or we can pull it out for $100, and you're like, fucking, no one's gonna see that one. Let's get rid of it. We don't need it. I'll put it in a jar with my baby hair. It'll be fine. We'll
I've got
look
so
at
many
it.
fillings.
It's not like we lost it. It's just in a different place now.
yeah.
You know,
I've still got my teeth. They're just in the dresser.
they're in the dresser drawer.
I've got so many fillings, man, and my like I've got quite a sweet tooth, but it's kind of ridiculous. I've got like 6 fillings, which is insane for 25 years old.
How many teeth do you have? How many
7.
teeth are in the
I don't know. I don't fucking count. Do you know how many teeth you've got?
No, I don't know the fact. I thought you might know how many.
No, yeah, I don't know. I've got 6 fillings. I know that much. And I said to my dentist, I was like, it's kind of fucked up to have this many fillings. And he goes, yeah, you've got genetically weak teeth. I was like, oh, take me to dinner first. I was like, sexy, right? I was like, I went home.
Weak.
Yeah, I went home and told Beth, she was like, I've got the ick. It's like, genetically weak teeth. Fucking, that's one for the Tinder profile if it goes south with Beth. I was like, fucking, you so do spoil me, doc. Like, I was so fuming. I went home and I was just so gutted. I was like, how do you tell someone that? Where do we go from here now?
That's
Genetically
a
weak
insult,
teeth.
that,
Yeah.
Genetically weak. Like,
Yeah.
well, you can't do anything about your DNA.
You can't. You can't.
Well, you're going to be able to pass that beautiful gene on.
Yeah. I'm not balding
What
yet, so
lovely
I'm happy.
curly hair and soft teeth.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I've never been in a fight, and there's a reason for it. I got really good at talking myself out of fights because I was just worried that one guy had punched me once, and I'd have no teeth left.
Have you never been in a fight? Never.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in school, you sort of have a little. Oh, fuck off. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've never been on I hit somebody once because he hit my friend, and I'm a hero. I don't know if you knew. But yeah, man, this guy, he sort of attacked my friend. He bumped into him on a dance floor in a nightclub, and my friend was really, he's that soft. He wasn't meaning to bump into him. Or whatever.
Genetically weak.
Yeah, genetically weak, I heard. Yeah. And don't get me started on his teeth. But yeah, man, I was sat down. I just seen this guy.
My father was weak. My grandfather was weak. And I'm weak. Hold on. Sorry.
No, it's fine. But I was sat down, and this guy was just like laying into him, and my pal was just trying to get away. So I went over and I punched this guy, and he just immediately, I don't know, I guess I hit him hard enough that he just completely rethought his strategy and went and got security. Security brought me outside, and he just grabbed my hands, and I had a couple of cuts on my hand, I guess, and he was like, "Don't even try and tell me that you didn't hit him." I was like, "I'm not. I did hit him. He was a dickhead. He hit my mate first." And he went, "He hit your mate first?" And I went, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, why has he come and got us then?" And I went, "Hell if I know." And he went, "Right, fucking hell, wait here." And then he went and got the guy, and he goes, "Did you hit him first?" Proper like Jerry Springer, like brought us together, trying to get Graham in. and he stood there, and he goes, "Did you hit his mate first?" And he goes, "Yeah, because he bumped into me on the dance floor." And the guy went, "What, that dance floor that's really busy? Mad. Like, what did you just go home? You go that way. You go that way. We'll see if we can figure it out." And he just told his calls, and that's literally the only time I've had a fight. I did boxing for like a fucking.
What was the kid's name?
Huh?
What was the kid's name that you punched?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I don't know him. No, he's just a random guy. I wasn't stopping while we're here.
Remember that stranger?
Yeah, the point being, I was a hero, man. If you ever in peril, call me. I've got one dig in me, and then I run away.
The thing that surprised me about that story was how sensible the bouncer was. How he did actually try to.
Yeah, he mediated.
The issue.
Yeah. He brought us together. Yeah. He's like, "Why did you do it? Let's talk about the problem."
Let's
fix it.
A guy pull out a Leicester flag in a bar in town. When Leicester won the league, he pulled out a Leicester flag at a bar in town and started jumping. Yeah. Leicester City, like football team.
Oh, right, okay. I was going to say, like, Leicester has its own flag.
Yeah, not the City.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And he was just bouncing around.
And their manager died in a helicopter accident.
Yeah.
Sweet and sour.
Is that actually true?
Yeah.
I actually, genetically weak foot.
I mean,
could never be me.
I think even the genetically strong are no match for a helicopter blade, lad.
No.
I don't know.
It put me off of helicopter.
Yeah.
Everybody who ever, Kobe Bryant,
I was going to say,
all these... Like, dude, I'm never traveling. I'll go up a mountain in a helicopter, but I'm not going to the store to grab some milk in a helicopter. That's just asking for it.
Well, that's the maddest thing. He used to travel everywhere in his helicopter, and he was asked why in an interview. Yeah. He was asked why in an interview, and he said, because if I've got to be somewhere, let's say I'm in LA and I've got to be in Vegas, it'll take me 4 hours to drive, or it'll take me 45 minutes in the helicopter. I'm going to take the helicopter so I get more time with my family. Like, it's the maddest fucking thing.
That's just ridiculous.
Like, I mean, I sort of get his point. I know what you're saying. You save 3 hours and 15 minutes, but fuck me, man. What sort of flex is that? Like, yeah, do you want to go to B&M? Yeah, I'll fire up the chopper. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's a flex, isn't it?
Put the kids in the car. That's 4 hours of family time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know whether they were all
killed them at the end of it.
Like all of us did. And then you get to say fun stuff. Like, if you don't shut up, I'm turning this car around. You're the worst, Kobe Bryant.
Did his kids call him by his full name?
You can't do that in a helicopter. Shut up, or I'll tell this pilot to crash. Maybe he said that. Pilot took it. Well, he's Kobe Bryant. I'm the pilot. I gotta crash it. Fucking, that's horrible humor, but I still
it's
laugh at the tragedy.
Just pay my respects to him.
Yeah.
He ain't here no more.
Yeah, enough times passed.
Anyways,
so
flag. We brought up the tragedy of a man and his child dying.
I thought the guy with the Leicester flag was the real tragedy.
Helicopter accident.
I mean, it's a bit anticlimactic. I was just saying how that bouncer tried to mediate. I was in a bar in Liverpool. All someone did was pull out a Leicester flag and start bouncing around celebrating. And the bouncer just pushed through the crowd, grabbed this guy and screamed at him, "Get outside now before I bite your fucking ear off!" And took him out.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "You can't do that. My ears are drastically weak." Fuck off. Yeah, didn't you get? I don't know whether you want me to say this, and we can cut it out if not. But you've got material on a guy throwing you down the stairs.
Yeah, I was in like. I'm not going to do the bit, but I'll tell us.
Yeah, we've not got 9 minutes.
I was just in a nightclub and the lights came on when when it's basically the owners are saying, "Get out, fuck off, we're done with you." Lights come on in the club, and I mean
that's what I thought. So,
it's okay, no.
That's what the lights come on. It's basically saying the end, and I'm like, it's 5 p.m.
The lights come on is code for look at the girl you're with and decide again.
Well, that was
Make another decision.
Or the dude.
Yeah, the dude. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You see everyone for what they are, though, when the lights come on.
That's it.
As soon as the lights are on, you see an eyelashes stuck to cheeks.
I always really felt bad.
Gym eye makeup.
I think we've talked about this before, but I always really felt bad because you mentioned McDonald's, and that's when McDonald's at the end of a night. That's when you see your date for the first time. Yeah. Not your date, but the person you've hooked up with in the nightclub. That's when you see them for what they are for the first time, when they've got fucking sauce down their face and they're in that fucking that fucking McDonald's studio lighting. You could record the podcast in any McDonald's. Like, that's not forgiving lighting at all, is it? And that's when that's where you go when you're trying to look your best after a night out. When you're trying to seal the deal with this girl, and you go,
but I need to get 6 nuggets down my face.
Yeah, for energy. She's a wild one.
Like 20.
I should have just been honest.
I'll be like my mum. You'd rather have more than less.
I've done the maths. It's like an extra £1 for an extra 14 nuggets. Of course, you're gonna have 20.
Of course. Well, it goes along with the saying of all your parents. Always wear too much clothes because you can always take them off. Same with nuggets. Yeah. Make sure you got a lot of chicken nuggets because you don't know. Fucking if you eat 5, or you might want 8, and you only got 6.
Have you ever been stood in the fucking queue?
What are you, in the war?
I just
rationing.
Greedy fat fuck, to be honest.
Have you ever been stood in the queue and you've got like £2 and your mate's got £2 and you're like, fuck, if we pool our monies together, we can get 10 nuggets each. Rather than both of us just getting 4 nuggets, we can fucking pool it together. That's the fucking sad existence, isn't it?
I don't trust myself to share them.
So who threw you down the stairs?
Oh, yeah.
Tom's the only one keeping this on track. He's like, let's go back to what we were talking about before.
So the lights came on in the nightclub and I just thought, it's closed. Everyone was rushing towards the door. I thought, I can't be bothered with that. I'll go for a piss first. That'll have died down by the time I come out. And
Sorry to interrupt. You're that guy that refuses to get on the plane until everyone else is on it. You know what I mean?
Well, what's the point? You're all leaving at the same time.
Yeah, it's not going to go without us. We'll just fucking wait. I'm not sitting on that plane for 40 minutes while they wait for them. You just sat with that fucking. My mum was that. She just sits there staring at everyone queuing for the thing, and I'm just like, Mum, I'm excited. Can we get on the plane? And she's like, fuck off.
Just wait till your fucking numbers called.
Yeah.
So I went to go for a piss first, but as soon as I walked into the toilet area, this bouncer just swooped right in front of me and didn't say anything and picked me up, which is
impressive.
That is impressive.
It is impressive, and he just starts taking me out back, and I don't know what's going to happen at this point. I'm shitting myself, and
was that a euphemism?
What?
Was that a euphemism?
No, I'm panicking. I'm like, I'm getting taken
out. I meant
out.
about him taking you out back.
Well, I mean, he didn't sexually abuse me, if that's what you're getting
at. He could have done. He could have done if he wanted to.
What he did was demoralising. He grabbed me like that, and he pulled back, and I thought he was going to punch me, and he just slapped me right across the face.
Why?
He didn't speak.
Oh, okay.
He didn't speak. He just said, sorry, tell a lie. He said, where do you think you're going? I said, for a piss. And then that's what resulted in this.
They're such dickheads, aren't they?
And he slapped me right across the face, and I just panicked and just slapped him back. Just slapped him back like that. I didn't know how to react. It was like an instinct. But
fucking Nate Diaz over here.
I never slapped him with confidence. I slapped him my face was like... So, like, I was
Like
just
you were
as
trying to fly
panicked.
swat him? You had a fly buzzing around your head.
We were at the top of a staircase.
And I slapped him back and I said, we're dueling at noon tomorrow.
Yeah, it was with a glove.
Yeah. You, sir, will let me take a piss.
And he just lashed
And
me.
then they had a sword fight.
And he just lashed me down some stairs. That was how we were at the top of a staircase.
They're such knobheads,
He threw me
aren't
down them. It like the staircase led to the street, and I just walked back round to the front, and my friends were all like, "Where have you come from?" I was like,
It's been bitch slapped. What about you?
"Oh, the worst thing about it was like dead sunny the day before. So the day of that night, it was gorgeous weather, and we were outside at a barbecue for someone's birthday. There was like loads of people out, and we all then went out to like nightclubs and that for drinks. And I don't like I just have like typical white guy skin. I burn. I don't tan. I just burn. And I had these like blister, like sun blisters, like pus-filled blisters all over me. It was the day before this. Like, sorry.
Liam gets sexier.
Yeah. Genetically weak skin. I thought I was bad.
It was disgusting. It was disgusting. It's the only time it's ever happened to me. Pus-filled blisters. I think I'd fell asleep in a hammock or something with my top off, and this had happened. So then I get dragged out to town, and I didn't want to go because I was covered in these blisters. And when he threw me down, they must have all popped, because when I woke up the next morning, my t-shirt was like stuck to me. Like I had to agonize to take this t-shirt off.
I don't think we needed that bit.
Just saw how upset
I think we could have done without that. What about you, Tom?
I like my
fucking genetically weak stomach. Feel disgusting now.
Me and bouncers and Dorman have never gotten along because I'm a raging drug addict alcoholic, you know, and I love them. One of my favorite things I used to do, and this is all serious, man, one of my favorite things I used to do is, because when I traveled around, I knew I was never going into a bar in any one town. So every time I said, I'm out of this bar, I would light up a cigarette in the bar and see how long it took them to bum rush me out of that fucking bar.
It's like you lit the end of a TNT stick.
Yes,
waiting for it to blow.
I remember, and sometimes I'd get 2 cigarettes out. Other times I'd be like fucking 1 or 2 puffs, and then the guy would just grab me.
Yeah.
Tom treated nightclubs.
And I always loved the stiffness of fucking fighting them from throwing you out. It was great, man. It was fucking hilarious.
I'd love to.
Tom treated nightclubs like he was a king getting escorted into a fucking venue. Just he's like at the Queen, just like as he's getting carried out.
Royal escort, yeah.
It's great.
So why am I walking when I can be carried?
Yeah, it brings back the nostalgia of what a pub was there for. You know what I mean? Like ever since you can't smoke and drink in a pub, I'm like, these places are boring now. You know, you're always out in the patio freezing with the heat lamps. Like, whatever, all the non-smokers are in there. But that was it. If anybody smokes and you're in any town, always do that. It is so much fun, man.
Did you do it on airplanes as well?
Like the guy in anger management. Sir, I'm going to have to calm me down. I'm calm! You actually look a little bit like Jack Nicholson, actually.
And that's not a compliment. Have you seen him now?
Oh, what? No, is he dead or something?
Dude, he don't. Well, Liam, you look. Yeah. Jack's not.
He's all leather and tits now. He doesn't have skin anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Yeah.
Jack does coke and he's still hungry.
Amazing.
Like Jack Nicholson's like he cares. I had a friend who used to be Jack Nicholson's tailor, and man, and like he took he went over to do his pants, and Jack Nicholson stole him for 4 days, man. And all he said was, had girls over there, and they did tons of blow and all of that sort of stuff. So now when I see Jack Nicholson, because most of the times when I think of cocaine people, you know, I don't
Cocaine
think,
people?
Yeah, I don't think they're like fat, you know.
Yeah.
But there's got to be a point where you do so much it's not even affecting you anymore, and you're like, you know, I just did 8 balls of blow, and I feel like I'm gonna have like some pizza and a steak.
It's like
it's weird.
Have you ever met a fat heroin addict? That's another thing I couldn't imagine.
I have actually.
Have you actually?
I told you not to fucking mention my mum on the podcast. Like, what are you? One time you met her. Fuck me.
What a sexy lady. It's beautiful.
I've heard some stories about how wild the comedy scene was back in the day, in clubs, like in full view of staff and stuff. There was like drugs in back rooms. Is this true? Tell me all the dirt, Tom.
How far back are we going here, man? Like
because Tom only remembers 2012 onwards.
Like, yeah, man.
When did you start? When did you start doing comedy?
I started in,
Coke or comedy?
Yeah.
I was 11
for
both
the
times.
first one. Like, yeah, it's 1989, Liam. 1989.
Did you start in Canada or the UK?
Yeah, Canada. And yeah, there was lots of. It wasn't. It didn't. Comedy didn't have the same feel as it does now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you say now you want to be a comedian, it's got the same feel. Oh, okay. Well, if you just study hard enough, you'll be able to, you know, achieve your dreams. You just keep on going out there,
So true.
doing it, whether you're funny or not. Just yeah,
That's literally my fucking approach.
You know, study the best, and you'll be exactly like them. And that's where we're at. So, you know, you don't want to go to your job all fucked up, you know. And so, yeah, in the day, nobody was. I don't think anybody was thinking that they were going to go anywhere with this stuff, and it was just it was just fun, man. It was like, let's get together, let's get together, smoke some weed, and drink, and you know, go up and do a show, and no one was going, oh God, the comedian's high. He's funny, but he's high. And like, you know.
So you'd be like fucked up on stage as well?
Oh, easy. Yeah, man. Yeah. Fucking dude, one of my fucking all-time was in Edmonton at Yuck Yucks, man. Fucking, the guy got me so drunk in the afternoon, just fucking plastered. His name was Bruce Wells at Cafe Orleans. And we would fucking suck back oysters and drink. And I was plastered.
That's not a good
I had to
combination.
go on stage, and I couldn't even keep my eyes open. And he goes, here's what we'll do, Tom. So he brought me upstairs. I passed out, and he'll go, I'll fucking call you. I'll wake you up 5 minutes before you're supposed to go on. I'm like, thanks, bro. Fucking, you know, okay, Tom, you're on. Okay, yeah. Go on there. Fucking had a great show, but nobody complained because they didn't care whether you were wasted or you weren't, because in a way, you being wasted is kind of the fun part of watching somebody wasted, instead of having this expectation of what the comedian, well, he was wasted, and I feel like I didn't get my money's worth from this guy, and I'm like, you totally got your money's worth.
Yeah.
Fucking, you're never going to see me that loaded again on stage, you dumb fuck. It was a once in a lifetime thing. Now, you know, now it's just, you know, they don't, it just doesn't, they don't do that anymore, man. So it's like but c'est la vie. Every generation's got their thing, you know what worked in the 90s don't work in the year 2020, right? You know, so comedy's just changed that way, you know. But fucking name me one, like, who does anybody write jokes sober anymore? I don't know, man. Fucking
I can't imagine being. I think I was drunk once on stage and I was just slightly buzzed, and I felt more. It was when I was first starting, so I felt more confident. But I feel like the I need to be in control. Like I feel like if I was like my internal monologue would heckle me if I was too fucked up. So I admire the ability to just not give a fuck.
I tell you what is impressive.
Yeah.
Tom's known for his like fucking quite slow, stoic delivery. I'm gonna say a word and then I'm gonna let it hang. Yeah. I'd love to see you on stage doing cocaine. It must be like watching you in times 30. Like, hey, what the fuck is up? We got into Stockport. Fast. Yeah, really fucking fast.
Wow. I'm gonna do an hour set in 15 minutes. Let's roll. Fucking roll. Yeah, man. It's just different, Liam. It's just different. I don't know what everybody tries to. You can't compare the generations. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of lucky I'm still around, man. But yeah, it was like fuck.
Do you mean alive or on the circuit?
No, alive, man.
Oh, he knows he'd still be on the circuit. Yeah. He knows that. But
he's killing it, man. Last night was so funny. I've never seen you live before, so last night I'll take your dick out my mouth in a minute. By the way,
for the benefit of the audio listener.
No, it was so good, man. Yeah, just watching like the way you were just like pulling apart everything you could out of a topic.
Yeah,
watching like a pro.
Well, like pause. You know, nobody uses a pause anymore. You know what I mean? Like if you're talking comedy, nobody uses a pause anymore because they're scared of silence. Do you know what I mean? Everybody's so fucking fast because they want that next fucking laugh. It's like crack to them. You know what I mean? It's whereas comedy's more like a big nice spliff. You know what I mean? Fucking just sort of chill out, and, you know, because one thing that's so important in comedy, I can't believe I'm doing comedy 101.
Comedy for dummies at Top Stade.
Like, if you don't create tension, there's nothing to release, man. And then you're just sitting there going, look at how smart I am with all my ideas on how I think about the world. And I guess, you know, I put really no effort into it because I just think I'm so fucking intelligent, and everybody's going to go, that's a good point. You know, and there's no, you know, fucking, there's no, the more tension you could create and then drop and release it, then you're a fucking amazing comedian. All the best ones know that, man. But most of the time when I'm on that circuit and I see, I always see people just talking just way too fast, man. Like way too fast.
Oh, that's one of my big things when I first started. Like one of the big things I had to overcome was that mile a minute speaking fast. Like,
yeah, man, because you don't know what to do with silence, man. People are so scared of it.
Yeah.
Like, I could say something, just stand there for even 30 seconds. Say something really fucked up and stand there for 30. I bet you'll get a laugh just by not saying anything because people aren't fucking used to it, man. Yeah. You know, so
that was something you called me out on when we did the tour. Like the first few, you were like, just slow the fuck down.
Yeah.
And then that was something that, like, as we sort of progressed into it, you were just sort of like, I remember you said to me, we were on like show 3 or something. You know, maybe a bit further along, I don't really remember, but you said you stood in the pocket more. Yeah. And at the time, I didn't have a fucking clue what you meant. And then by like show 9, I started to get it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And yeah, that was something you really told me off for at the start. You were like, you just need to fucking chill. You look nervous because of how fucking lightning quick you're taking everything. Yeah. It's not necessary.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like to me. Is like real people that command the stage don't talk fast, man. I mean, I'm not talking like, don't go retarded slow either. Sorry, just a word from the 90s, everybody. The word is more scared of you than you are of it. It's a terrified word now. I used to be popular. Now I have to hide in the shadows.
The definition is actually that word.
I just
means
don't
slow.
care.
No, so it was
I hate the woke generation. I fucking hate it. Like I like No, sorry.
No, continue.
Am I okay?
No,
I like
go,
progress. Of course I do.
Yeah.
But I don't like fucking sitting there. You can't talk about this. And policing it and all of that sort of stuff. You know, like I mean, my mom was always as soon as you ban something, it goes into the darkness and grows stronger. You know what I mean? So for all the you can't talk about these evil topics without, if I talk about this evil topic, I might, somebody might take me seriously. And all of a sudden, all the girls are raped. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Like it's ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous because comedy's just, for me, the more inappropriate you are, the funnier it is. Do you know what I mean? I get appropriate from, Christmas dinners and that sort of stuff, but come on, give me.
Like
I remember Jim Muir. I'm gonna say it. Fucking Jim Muir.
That's what you're deliberating.
Yeah, Jim Muir was my favorite. Somebody called him out on a joke because Jim Muir is one of the funniest dudes I think I've ever seen. And somebody called him out. He goes, rape ain't funny, but rape jokes are hilarious. Do you know what I mean? Like, so for him to think like that, I get that. Do you know what I mean? I totally get that because when you're not ever condoning anything, you're always showing the ridiculousness of something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what makes it funny, man. So whatever topic it is that's banned means that, it's probably got the potential to be the funniest thing ever because it's the most inappropriate thing to say.
It's like that's how
that's just my feeling,
isn't it? No, I agree. Like you were
I
talking.
don't think Josie Long will come on. I agree with you, Tom. I got some positive comedy going on here. And, when I get out, everybody feels fucking good. Yeah. Well, excellent, Richard Simmons.
That's like what you said about releasing tension, though, isn't it? I think that if a bit can make you feel uneasy about the topic, but then alleviate that with the laugh, they're sometimes like the best bits, I think.
And then again, some people just shouldn't go to comedy shows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there that bring their fucking social or whatever, social politics into the realm of stand-up comedy where fucking everything is here to make fun of. Everything. Because this world is ridiculous and every rule we've made up as society are just a construct of like everything we do is stupid because it's just made up, and what's good for you might not be good for me. You know what I mean? But I can't judge. But to sit there and not think that everything we do isn't funny in a way, because everything has no, if I get too serious, fucking
no, you're fine, man. It's interesting. We've never actually done. We've not gone. We've not gone serious before,
every topic you can get angry at, you can get sad at, you can get whatever. But every topic always has a funny side, no matter how dark it is, because every topic has all those things. Did I cry when my dad died? Of course I did. Did I laugh like a fucking nobody's business, man? And that's out of all the topics, that one was killer to me. But, man, I make fun of him on fucking stage, man. I make fun of him dying of prostate cancer.
Laughing as you say it.
Yeah, man. But if I was, so everything just has that. And the people that can understand that can go to comedy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or if you can't, then go and see this fake fucking appropriate comedy for kids.
Go and watch Mrs. Brown's, boys.
Who cares enough to complain about anything though? Like things upset me, too. But I'm like, why does Ofcom exist? Who watches something on TV and goes, I'm going to pick up the telephone? So like, fuck that. I can't be bothered complaining about anything, even if it does upset me.
Yeah,
I'm just going to bask in that sadness and move on.
I just don't care enough to say more than that's a bit annoying. You know what I mean? But I'm not writing an email because I would get to the send button and be like, I'm not fucking arsed anymore. Like, why am I even?
Why?
What is the point in this?
Yeah. I can understand on like an Amazon order that didn't show up right. You know, I ordered the gym equipment and it didn't even come with the weights.
Liam can't relate to
I'm
that.
going to put on a star.
Liam can't relate to
And
any
I'm
of that.
not going to be watching TV. I don't appreciate that subject matter. I think everybody thinks like me, and they're probably too chicken shit to call up, or I'm just anal retentive. Like I'm normal. Everybody thinks like me, and so yeah, man, it's crazy. We're even saying like everything's light entertainment now, and I'm bored with it. You know what I mean? Like we're even things past 10 o'clock now are like the one show, and it's what I'm saying?
Jason Manford famously had that bit where he was on the one show. I don't know if he hosted it or was a guest or something.
What? Jason Manford did a one show?
Well, this is it. He got he got loads of Ofcom complaints for.
You bit your tongue then.
He got Ofcom complaints.
Yeah, that's it. And Jason
Man,
Manford's
when you're
as clean as
complaining
they come.
about Jason Manford, something.
And it was something about a dog. A dog they told a story about a dog that was fucking murdered or something, or savagely beaten or some shit like that. And Jason goes, oh yeah, it was horrible to witness it. I showed him the cat though, and he found it hilarious. And you know what I mean? And he got like fucking,
so
he got like
tame, though.
200 Ofcom complaints or something ridiculous. And you sat there going, get a fucking life.
That's not funny because my auntie's dog was mauled and it's terrible. Like,
yeah.
About your auntie's dog. Shut up.
What's up, guys? Thanks so much for downloading the podcast. Listen, if you are watching on YouTube, please do us a favor, drop the video a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It really does help more than you think.
If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, or anywhere that you get your podcasts, please give us a 5-star rating. If you think we're worth less than that, just don't rate it. Don't be a nib end. Don't be a Karen. Do one.
And if you won't mind, give us a follow on social media as well. It's at Spread Negativity Pod on absolutely everything, except for Twitter, where it's at S Negativity Pod, because Twitter is a gobshite, and we didn't realise that has a character limit until we decided on the name. So fuck you, Twitter. Let's get back to the episode.
You did a bit last night. I'm not going to fucking ruin it or do your material to you. But
Somebody will take it eventually.
you mentioned, like, as you've gotten older, you get fuck all for Christmas.
Yeah.
So I'd actually bought a Christmas themed present for Aaron.
Oh, fuck off.
But I'm going to give it to you instead.
Hang on.
Okay.
Oh, go fuck yourself. Are you about to give away my present? You absolute scumbag. Fuck, can you feel him inside you, Tom? Can you feel him inside you?
I'm
He's
feeling
like,
a
oh
bit
my
gay.
God. I gigged with Tom Stade one time. Oh, is your tour at the end of the year, Tom? Is your tour at the end of the year? Here's a present. Go fuck yourself,
How
you
rude would it have
traitorous
been?
whore.
How rude would it have been if we had a guest on the show and I gave you a fucking present?
You could have waited and then give it me next week. No. Unless it's got a sell-by date. Oh,
So-
you're worried you were going to eat, you fat cunt.
Here's the present. It's a bag.
It's just
a
a
bag for
Christmas
life.
themed bag. No, I went to York and there's a Christmas shop there. It's like the only one in the UK. I think it's like a German shop. It's Christmassy all year
You're aware
round.
it's April.
What?
You're aware it's
I'm
April.
aware it's April.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've got you this.
He's got you a box and he's opened it.
Well, it ain't gold. Okay. Oh, oh my God. Okay. Whoa, hold on.
You've got to open it first before you read that.
Oh, no.
Please read it to the camera, not to yourself. Not to the camera.
Should I read it before I look at it?
Look at it first.
Okay, we got to look
For the
at
benefit
it.
of the audio listener, Tom is opening a white box. It's what the fuck
Ooh, oh my God. I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
My wife would love you.
Yeah.
Yes, she would.
New butt plug.
She buys this shit for all her friends. She'll go out and buy Christmas tree ornaments.
What in the fuck is that?
That's not Richard Pryor cool.
What
That's
is it?
great.
What is it, Tom?
Obviously, it's a frosted pickle. And
He's
I
not
mean,
fucking lying.
actually, it's really cool as fuck.
Let it dangle for the world to see.
Okay.
Dangle your pickle at the
Dangle your
camera.
pickle for us.
That's the screenshot for the episode.
There you are.
But I haven't just got you a pickle, Tom. I've got you a legend to accompany the
Oh,
pickle. Because
okay.
it's not just the pickle.
The pickle legend. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
He sounds like a mass shooter.
Yeah, the pickle legend of mass shooter.
Like the Moors murderer.
Many families in Germany. That already scares me. What's pickle? What's pickle? Many families in Germany considered pickle ornaments a special decoration. Nothing says Father Christmas like, when we were kids, we'd leave out pickles and cookies. A special decoration when the fir tree was decorated on Christmas Eve. The pickle was always the last ornament. If you're hanging pickles off your tree, it means you're poor.
We couldn't afford a star.
We couldn't afford a star. So we got gross cucumbers. The pickle was always the last ornament to be hung on the tree, with the parents hiding it in the green bows and the other ornaments. I'm having a feeling like they really just hung a pickle on a tree.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
No, there's no way this
pickle
came before the real pickle. This is an afterthought because they probably put the pickles on the tree and, 3 days into Christmas, they're like, what the fuck stinks? It smells like a rotten pickle. It was the last one I put on there just before we put the potatoes and the tomatoes on it.
That's a bastardization of the original pickle.
What I'm struggling to understand.
When the children were allowed to view the tree for the first time, whoever found this special ornament, find my pickle. Hey kids, you want to find my pickle?
It's German
Christmas. Anytime you use that voice, it always sounds sinister. Hey kids. Would receive an extra gift. Oh, so if you found the pickle, Santa would give you an extra gift.
Oh my God, you've been sold.
That's crazy.
I'm not having this fucking exists. You've been sold
This
an A3
is
piece of
beautiful.
paper.
It's branded.
I would like to thank. I'm bringing this, and you know what? $7.95. You're the guy.
Yes, I left the price
You're
on
the
it.
guy that leaves the price tag on. That's an expensive ornament, by the way. That says a lot, man.
There was no discount on the pickle.
I love it.
Do you know what's hilarious? Is
I'm gonna
Tom's
hang it
gonna
right
become,
there. Gonna hang it right there for the rest of the show.
Yeah, you hang your pickle wherever you want.
I've been hanging my pickle wherever I want for a long time.
Tom's
To a
gonna
few
become,
people's dismay.
Tom's going to become so two-faced, and on the next podcast, they're going to be like, "Oh, thanks for coming on." He's like, "Yeah, I hope it's not as weird as the fucking last one I did. You guy gave me a pickle."
That's
So
why I like
he's
hanging
"Oh my
with
God,
you guys.
thanks, Liam."
Imagine if I didn't get a pickle. How boring would that be?
You are right though. Like that's got to have come from a legit pickle being just lashed in the tree.
How do you hang?
Yeah, but
a
this is
legit
the world
pickle,
we
though?
live in. This could be totally.
Can I see this?
If I went to I feel like calling Christian Schultz right now. Who's Christian?
No.
Whatever. I think his last name is Schultz. German enough for me. Whatever.
There's a Z at the end
All
of
your
it.
names are the same to me. Is that racist if you say their names are the same?
I don't think
All
so.
your German
If you have
names
to ask-
sound the same to me.
As a rule, if you have to ask,
I'm
probably.
even German. My name is German. Stade. I'm going to call him and go, Christian, listen, when you were a kid, did
Tell
you
me about
hang
your
pickles on the tree? And if he goes, what the fuck are you talking about? Then I know somebody in York made this up so he could sell this for £8. How come the pickle didn't carry on? But Germany's also the place where the, what was it called? Had Saint Nick, Santa Claus. It was actually quite a racist thing.
Can't wait for you to
I
share
don't want to
it.
shout suggestions because
yeah.
I'll just destroy my
Was it?
career.
There was.
Korea?
Yeah,
I don't have a career. Something
by
in
what I
Germany. The Santa Claus is fucking what kills the children. I don't know.
Krampus.
Krampus. That's what I was thinking. What is Krampus again? Because I remember seeing it and I thought,
I don't know if it's German. It's
is
European,
German.
Is it? Yeah.
It's totally
It's just
German.
basically Santa Claus, but murderous.
Evil. Yeah.
Eats kids, I think.
Eats kids. That's what. And they leave their shoes out.
That's why you leave the pickle.
That.
So the Krampus eats the pickle and not your kids. Oh. I'm adding to the legend.
You're fucking.
You better
you're unpacking this.
You better call them. It's to ward off Krampus.
Fucking
Gotta leave your shoes outside. Put a pickle, because Krampuses love pickles.
Put a pickle in your shoes.
Put a pickle in your shoes.
I don't quite know what to make of it. I'll be honest. Before, when you said it was meant for me and you're going to give it to Tom, I was a little bit bummed. I was like, fucking Tom, he's been here 40 minutes. He's now getting my gifts. Upon seeing the gift, don't really give a fuck.
It's not just the pickle, it's the story.
Oh, yeah, you sold him a story.
That's what sold me the pickle. They had that hanging up next to it.
An A3 piece of paper with some scripture on it.
That's where I was
Someone's made up
some scripture.
They told me.
Scripture. Don't make me sound like the dickhead. He's brought you a pickle.
No, I like scripture.
Oh, you liked it?
Like
okay.
When I saw the legend.
Scripture always sounds biblical. Nobody does scripture anymore.
It's a legend.
Well, when they said that, like, when I mentioned the legend as I was buying it, and they said you get like a card with the legend on it in the gift. I was like, perfect. And they pulled out that piece of paper. I was a bit. It's not exactly a card, is it?
No.
I was expecting like a actual like plastic joke. At
For
least
£8 fucking
legend.
Yeah.
I've got to go through generations of your family now, Tom. This is for you. You've got to pass this on.
You
How bad is
no
legend
idea.
got?
I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna wrap it up again and I'm gonna give it to my wife.
Great.
Because she'll never listen to this podcast. Unless it's about cooking or photography, she's not interested. And she's gonna go, a Christmas ornament. That's the best 50th birthday present girl could get. Now,
when's her birthday?
I want to hide my pickle in your Christmas tree, sweetheart.
Are you going to take the price off, though?
Yeah. He's going to put
I
a one
want
next to
her
the
to
7.
know that I overspent on a Christmas ornament.
All I'm thinking is, like, I know it's a legend, but if I can tear the legend, that's not really...
You can rip open a Bible.
I'm not sure. Until we go to Germany, we're not going to know, but but I'm going to pass it on.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit there.
It is interesting that in York, where I would imagine there's very few German people, to confirm whether or not this is fucking bollocks, is where they've made it famous.
But although you are right, there's Krampus and nothing like that ever happened in North America. The Krampus naughty and nice, maybe not get some presents, but not come in on a murderous rampage.
No, they had the Night Stalker instead.
Like, fuck, maybe it is true. They're fucking German, man.
I've been to the German...
You've seen them do some pretty evil shit. Fucking, if pickle, which I think is evil in itself...
I've been
the Holocaust, but it's pretty gross.
Wow.
See, scary topic.
And here was me wanting to move
just
on from the
some humor
pickle.
from the 90s. Used to laugh at it.
Hey, I think you won't get this on the one show. The one show wouldn't have this.
I'm calling Ofcom.
Yeah, Ofcom. All the people that never go to comedy clubs anyways. I'm an invalid and I'm stuck here in a wheelchair and I don't like what that guy said. You had something to say.
Yeah, I mean, just...
Let pickle steal the limelight from you, lad.
Yeah.
Feels like coming to a party when you got...
I feel like the pickles really took over the podcast.
Yeah. Pickle or get the fuck out.
It's going...
Yeah, add it to the display of the fucking the table memorabilia. No, I was going to say, I think it's interesting how we met. I think the story is quite interesting because, I mean, because obviously you a lot of people probably think that what happened was you saw me at a show and you were like, fuck me, this guy's incredible. You know.
Just laughing at the idea.
I still laugh at that.
But no, I remember it really well. So it was Danny Mack put in the forum. He posted, he goes, listen, I need a driver to take an act from the Comedy Store to, which funnily enough, all segues.
Chester.
It was, to Chester. It all segues. It was around Christmas. And I was a fucking brand new act. I was like a year in and I had no money. I was fucking broke. So I just said, yeah, I'll do it. And he goes, oh, sound, I'll let Tom know. And I didn't have, I was like, Tom? And he goes, Stade. And I was like, oh, fuck, no way. Because when I first, when I drove to the store to meet you, I was brand new and you're fucking up here to me. You know what I mean? So I was like, now, no, I'm joking. Now reality's set in. Fucking, he's not on the one show. But you know what I mean? Like, I was a bit like, holy shit, this is insane. So we were driving to Chester, and I said, fucking hell, you excited for the show? And you were like, yeah, I've got to get ready for this fucking tour. It's starting in January, and because I'm a cheeky fucking cunt, I was like, do you need any openers? And I remember it so well because your exact words were, fuck yeah, man, you want to do Tunbridge Wells? And I didn't know what Tunbridge Wells was. And I was just like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. And then we went and did it, and I died on my ass. Yep. and then you let me in on a secret after the show, which I won't share on the podcast.
Oh, sure.
Huh?
Can't go in.
Huh?
Say whatever. I want to hear it.
You said, don't worry about it. You're going to want me to cut this, I think. You said, don't worry about it. This is my guinea pig show. And if anything fucking works here in this fucking town, you said another word before town. I won't use that one. Then it'll work fucking anywhere.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So you're like, don't worry about it. We'll get you on some more because none of these know what they're fucking talking about anyway.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And then we did some others, and I just think I find the story really funny because we did some others, and I feel like they got better as time went on. And then I remember one of the last ones we did.
I just liked watching you flounder. I really do, man. I always to me. Here's something you don't know. Even all these places, and yeah, you're right. There's some towns I have, but they already know. You know what I mean? Like, there's a big difference between 100 people. 200 whatever in Tunbridge Wells, or 500-600 in Lowry, or whatever. So I'm not ever worried about that, man. Yeah. But I liked because you were like, I'm this comedian, and he's telling me. And it was interesting because you introduced me to a whole bunch of new comedians when we were driving. Because I was sitting there going, do you know this guy? Do you know this guy? Aaron's like, I don't know that guy. And he's like, do you know Andrew Schultz? I'm like, who the fuck's Andrew fucking
Oh, really?
Schultz?
Yeah.
He was literally sat in the car going, fuck Andrew Schultz. He went home and watched him for 7 hours and was like, I fucking love this guy.
This guy's killing This guy's fucking
He flirts
nuts.
with that line we were talking about. Yeah, he's great with it.
But my funnest part is because I always like taking younger comics on the road
because they're easy to follow.
Number one.
Don't worry, I know where my seat at the table.
Yeah, man. It's not that. It's like somebody did it for me way back when. You know what I mean? Like, that's how come I got where I am, because if this guy didn't do that for me, and I died, man. I died so many times in front of theaters and shit, but I kept getting better every single one. And the thing is that people don't do that for younger comedians anymore. Do you know what I mean? They don't give them that opportunity. Like, for a younger comedian, like, you got 1 or 2 gigs in a month. Do you know what I mean? And now you have to try and become this big. So when I saw Aaron, I mean, I could give you a whole bunch of dudes that I've given opportunities to, and it's just that's my biggest thing is helping you get better or helping another comedian get better, because most people in my shoes won't do that.
Yeah.
Because they fear that it'll affect the show. But I've been doing it so long now that my audience loves whoever I choose as an opener. They fucking love it, and it doesn't matter to them if they'll tell you sucked or whatever or not, but they've seen so many different dudes, and so when I think about fucking us in that car ride, I thought, I'm gonna freak this fucking kid out. he thinks I'm fucking kidding, man.
He got his phone out there and then, and I was like,
yeah, you must have been like, go look at the phone while I'm driving.
yeah.
I remember going, do you have 20 minutes? And you're going, yeah, probably. But whatever.
Yeah, because you fucking figure it out later, don't you? You say and then you fucking figure it out.
You can't say no to that opportunity.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And I've seen them all, man.
7.
Me and my son, we always laugh at some of them because the first time anyone goes to do the opening spots, whenever they say they have 20 minutes, man, I've seen some of my openers last like fucking 12 minutes before they do.
Super fast.
And everybody thinks I'm going to get mad at them, but I'm not. I'm laughing my guts out because in the whole scheme of things, it doesn't really fucking matter because they're there to see me anyways, you know what I mean? So it's just more of a, practice for you guys and all that sort of shit. But
Yeah, and it was great.
And yeah. And then plus I can get my claws into you and fucking shape the future generation before fucking TV gets into you, and we can do some awesome rape jokes, fucking Holocaust humor, and all this stuff that's just dirty and evil that'll never make it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But
get your claws into me and dangle your pickle around me.
No, be a comedy groomer.
The comedy Krampus.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, and that was the best thing. Like, because I was really worried that, if one of the shows didn't go so well, that because
no, but I did tell you. I told you, don't you worry about. The one thing I did say, don't worry about being good or dying. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not gonna fucking.
Your exact words were, "I give you carte blanche to suck."
Yeah, I give a carte blanche
you weren't
to
fucking
suck.
bothered. And then it was mad because I pretty much throughout the tour did pretty much the same set I did in Tunbridge Wells, and it just started fucking working.
Taking shape.
It's like what we were talking about before.
Yeah, and then your confidence grows.
Yeah,
that's a big deal. Me and Trude watched your confidence go from this to, I'm running my own room now. Yeah. And you walking on stage last night, just talking off the cuff and being fucking super funny. You would have never... you wouldn't. Of course, you would.
You would never have thought that when you saw him in Tunbridge Wells.
Yeah, come a long way from Tunbridge Wells.
Turns out you can learn. Contrary to what we were saying before, it was mad though because there was some experiences that were a bit fucking. I remember we did the Leicester Square Theatre, which was huge. Like I was really nervous. And obviously fucking hugely prestigious venue, and it was one of the ones I wanted to do when you were offering me dates, and I was so fucking pleased that I got to do it. And I went on, and it was I think it was the second to last one we did, and I was having a good set. We were about 10 minutes in, and then this guy comes. I don't know if you remember. This guy comes. Yeah, you're laughing. You know what I mean? So he comes and sits on the front row. Now, genuinely, right? So he comes and sits right front and center. He hadn't been at the start of the show, so I would just sit like typical. Oh fucking hell! Thanks for joining us, mate. Or sorry for starting on time. Typical sort of shit. And I said to him, "Why were you late?" And I was expecting him to just be like, "Fucking hell, I was drinking." He goes, "Oh yeah, a guy jumped in front of my train." And just put the gig in the fucking ground. Right? And
that's where I'm like, that would have put the gig into high gear for me. And you still came. So much this man loves God. I hit a man on a train. Cunt was getting in my way.
He wasn't driving the train.
Yeah.
But I remember saying to him, I was like, fucking hell, like... I remember saying to him, I was like, fucking hell, like, was the guy all right? He goes, no, he died. I was like, well, I'm dying now. I was like, fuck me. But the guy just like...
Well, if he died, there's no need to even be there anymore. If he was like twitching or something, I can understand it might not make... Well, he's dead, might as well go to the comedy, What am I, the ambulance here?
But I get that.
What, are you going to fix him up and he's going to come alive again? Am I Jesus?
I do get that in Bilston though, but it was in Leicester Square with a fucking Southern audience, and they just went, okay, no worries. And then I said to him, I was like, was the guy okay? And he goes, no, his body was really mangled. And I was like,
Oh
choose
my
better
God.
fucks.
Yeah.
Like fucking,
Painting a
did you
vivid
swallow a
picture.
thesaurus this
See,
morning?
that's-
Just say, I don't think so, and we can all move on. His fucking body was really mangled. I'm stood there, mate. I'm like fucking 2 years in, going, okay, shall we carry on?
How many people did it take to put him in the stretcher?
Yeah.
Actually asking questions about.
Yeah, always say yes, man.
Yeah.
Go do it like it's, instead of sitting there thinking it's gonna roadblock, you go, awesome. His body was mangled. That means you actually got out and looked.
Yeah. Here's a
Excuse me,
picture. Here's a
kids,
picture.
You know, I want to see if the body's still good. Oh, no, his arm is up his ass. I wonder if, and then I stole his ticket to the Tom Stade show.
Yeah. Now here we are.
I don't even know who this guy is.
Do you know what I find really funny? He's riffing on a show that was 6 months ago.
I'm killing it.
yeah.
Smashing it.
And just to us, that's his
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, fuck me. My God.
Yeah, it was really fun having you on, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, most people are really into themselves, and you try to stay, as long as you're self-aware of that, you know, because they always, oh God, this sounds so fucking stupid.
Say it though.
Well, it's just, you're here to serve, man. You're here to help other people. You know what I mean? And the more people you can help, you know, that's very Christian, but even though I don't believe in any of that bullshit.
But you believe in the pickle?
I believe in the pickle.
Don't get me
I
started on
believe in
top,
eating
though.
children. That's it. That is it. After that, I don't know what I believe. I just know they both taste good. And they don't give you diabetes.
They both sour if you forget to take them out the tree.
Yeah.
That's where sauerkraut comes from. Oh, fuck me. Are we about there? Should we do the final section?
Yes, go
the
for it,
final, the final feature. If you're new to the podcast, you've come because of Tom. First of all, welcome.
Nobody comes because of Tom.
Until he gets his pickle out, and then everyone does.
I've never made anyone come.
If you're new to the podcast and you're watching because Tom's on, then we do a section at the end. It's called Off Your Chest, and then we invite the guests to get something off their chest. It's called Spread Negativity. We take the fucking misery and we make it funny, or at least we try to. So, Tom, do you have anything that you would like to get off your chest?
All right. Okay. Here's the one thing. So I just bought a house.
Okay, good for you. Yeah, solid.
And I'm cool because I bought a house in a really small part of Scotland, and like one of those houses. You know, when you're driving down a dirt road.
Oh, the scary
And then
ones.
there's like maybe a block of 6 houses, and then you keep driving, and it's still whatever. I always wondered who lives in those places. Turns out it was me. So we buy this place, and then next door neighbor, nice older South African lady, her husband fucking died, and so now she's up here living with her children or something like that.
You were like, how was the body? Pretty mangled.
Oh, pretty mangled. I keep him in a fucking urn on the top.
A pickle
He
jar.
was, you know,
pickle
he was
jar.
against apartheid. Every time you meet a South African, you always got to ask them, what was up with that?
Like they did it.
Like, Jesus Christ. Wow. You guys really couldn't get it together, could you? So, which is fine. And now
It's not. It's very not fine.
So I'm talking, so we move in, and then, so the neighbors, so we met the neighbors before she moved in. They said they were selling their house. And I was thinking, well, I should buy this thing, but I got there a little too late. You know what I mean? So, and the way it is that you come up the door and up some stairs. Like, so the house is here. Downstairs, there's people living downstairs. You know what I mean? Like it's like a flat, right?
Yeah, okay.
So and then you come up the back, and then there's our flat, which is awesome. It's like fucking massive. Like this place was built for middle class people in 1930. So it's like fucking really nice now, you know. And And so we're getting along and all that sort of stuff. But like, just like when I got back, and it's good for her because me and Trude, we travel, so she doesn't have to have fucking neighbors all the time. And we're, and because now we're out in the country, nobody wants to come out and get drunk and high with us. Which is probably contributing to my sobriety and enlightenment of what's actually going on.
Yeah, he's not sober through choice. He's got no pals anymore.
Got no pals. But we got there. So, and then just recently we come back, and she's put these chimes up. The chimes, wind chime, ding ding, ding ding, ding ding ding, ding 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 ding, without asking. And because it's right in front of our door, like I can handle anything aesthetic visually. I can handle because I don't have to look at it. You know what I mean? You could write "fuck you, Tom" on the fence. I wouldn't complain. I'm just not that fucking dude, man. But the chimes, you're fucking ear raping me. Yeah. Okay? Because I can't stop it. And what's really getting on my fucking nerves is I also don't have the balls to tell this nice old lady to take your fucking chimes down. So if you're asking me what's on my mind, it's like, I don't know how I'm going to fucking tell this chick. I feel like I'm going to take a pair of scissors. Yeah. Oh, fucking they flew down in the middle of the night. The string all got on there because, like, the other day I was trying to fall asleep and it was windy. And at 2 a.m, all you hear, ding, 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 ding. And then I'm also thinking, does she like this shit? Like, is this what gets her off? Like, I can't sleep at 2 unless I hear ding, ding, ding. Like, I get it if you're in South Africa. Apparently she lived on a farm or something, and there was nobody else around. So ding, 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 ding. So yeah, it's the fact of the matter that old ladies can really do anything they want, and you can't call them on it, or you're gonna look like a
piece of shit.
Yeah. So if you wanted me to get anything off my chest, so I'm working myself up to after this weekend at the Frog and Bucket. I'm gonna go.
Taking a full weekend.
Because I've got to go back because my wife. She's too nice, you know what I mean? Even though we're both, when you're in your apartment and you start backstabbing people.
you're calling her for everything.
Yeah, just going, fucking Jesus. Sharon! Sharon! We're friends, I like you a lot.
Tell the camera.
But that's taking it a little. Ching, ching, ting, ting, ching, ting, ting, ting. Is taking it just a little too far. And so, I'm positive she'll never see this podcast.
You never know.
You never know. Yeah, she finds out.
No,
who you
I'm
are.
positive. She gets up at 5:30, takes a long walk, and tries to get to bed by 8.
Yeah, that's why she has wind chimes, because she doesn't know how to get on YouTube.
Yeah,
it's entertainment for her. It's music.
So right now, I know my wife's sitting there fuming in the apartment going, I'm too nice of a person that I'll take the abuse of this wind chime witch.
I find it interesting, the idea that you might be, you're too nice of a person to say something about it, and that might drive you to being a worse person and like stealing it.
Yeah.
You know, or cutting them down, lashing them somewhere, because how are you going to approach that? The only option, I think, is to destroy her property.
Well,
take them from her.
I was looking at it, and because there's strings going down, if you take one string out, then all of a sudden it's a house of cards. and the little puck thing in the middle. And I don't think she's got the eye-to-hand coordination to sew this bitch back up. And we could sit there and go, oh, we love the wind chime. It's really sad that it's fucking gone.
There's a slight issue with that. Wind chimes are like £3.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's going to just buy another one.
Ooh.
If she likes the wind chime that much, at no point is she going to fucking go, oh, fucking hell.
And it's because I don't want to get in, like, I've been with neighbors who hate each other, like in a in a thing, and I don't want to get into that. And I know
gets
you
awkward,
already
doesn't
had
it?
that because your neighbor drove into his fucking car.
Yeah, what about it?
Yeah, what about it, bitch? We had the conflict right there.
yeah.
Like-
Literally on like 3 days into living in the house, I just reversed into his car and he wanted to fucking kill me. Yeah, we're sound now. I mean, it's been 6 months. I would hope we're sound.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah,
I do
man.
get it.
Kind of on his
no,
side.
at no point am I like, oh my God, he was being a knob about it. No, I totally get it. A new guy moved in next door 3 days later, he needs a new bumper. I'd be pretty pissed too. Yeah. If we'll get him on the podcast, do you want to get anything off your chest? Yeah, do you remember when you fucking... But thanks for bringing that up.
No worries. I
He
just
does
know.
watch the
I
podcast.
just know you don't want to be in one of those situations where you
where you're
have
at
a
each other's
difficult
throat.
neiver.
Have you been?
And then, yeah,
you said that before,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Like, because the last place we lived in, fucking, they hated us.
What did
Because
you do?
we were in Stockbridge, and we lived in this apartment. And when you live in Stockbridge, all of a sudden you do have friends that can come over. And fuck, did we party?
Where is Stockbridge? Whereabouts is it?
It's like one of the middle classy areas of Edinburgh.
Oh, okay.
It's
Humble
like
brag.
Edinburgh. Sorry, Edinburgh. And yeah, fucking, we left. We just did shit to piss them off.
Bought wind chimes.
Wind chimes. I bought an old trailer, like not a caravan, but a trailer you hook up to your car.
Yeah.
And then I left it in the fucking parking lot of their parking lot that they had the key for.
With no
And I
intention.
left it there with no intentions of ever getting it. And homeless people started moving into it. And it was awesome. We'd always walk up there and there's like a tin of beans, a bunch of cigarettes. It was fucking great, man. And I was wondering when anyone was going to move it. For so long.
Still there now.
Oh my
You should
God.
just go back now, and if it's still there, just hang a pickle on it.
Yeah, man.
Pickle wind
Invite all the
chime.
kids to look.
Yeah, they
fucking
called
hell.
the cops on us and all that. Yeah, so I don't want to ever have that neighborly thing. So fucking, so I got to approach
You're
this
just letting
like,
it happen.
yeah.
How old is she? Because, maybe she'll kick the dick.
I think she's in her 70s.
Yeah.
Maybe she just needs to chime to know that she's still alive.
It's the only thing she can hear.
Yeah.
Silence, I'm dead. I'm coming, Charlie. I'll see you in the netherworld, Charlie.
Fuck it out. Are we about done? Should we wrap it up?
Coming in another world.
Ting, ting,
It's been
ting,
great to have you
ting.
on.
Show's over. Ting, 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 ting.
It's been great to have you on. Have you got anything you want to plug? I mean, most of the listeners we have will probably come from you.
Yeah. Just, if you don't know where I am, you're not a fan.
Quick,
Fair enough.
tell us 3 things you hate.
3 things I hate. Okay.
Sharon, her wind chimes.
Depreciation of cars.
So niche.
So true.
Soaring house prices. And mushrooms.
Nice.
Not the magic kind. The one you buy at Asda. They're gross. And I don't understand how they ever became part of the food chain.